Hey guys, I'm Lydia and welcome back to the kitchen. So today we're going to be doing part 2 of my DIY kitchen mix series. Just a few tips and ways on how I save money at home and I'm able to know what's in my own ingredients and what I'm feeding my family. So I just figured I'd share it with you all. I already have my counter set up so we can jump straight into it, okay? So the first recipe I'm going to show you guys, and I like to do things in like these little ball jars because they fit on my shelf perfectly, and at the end of the video I'll actually show you where they go. So our first recipe, I'm just going to be doing cornbread. I'm going to be doing 3 of my cornbread recipe, and I have it set up on a scale because that's how I weigh it out. And we're just going to jump right into it. So for my cornbread, and I have my book here. Okay, we're going to start off with our flour. And I'm doing 2.8 ounces of flour. And I'm actually going to do my flour for all 3 of my jars at the same time. Alright, so we got our flour weighed out and in. I'm going to add my cornmeal in next. I'm only doing 3 of each jars. I usually do this, guys, like, I want to say every 2 weeks when I restock my pantry. Or when I do grocery shopping is when I restock my pantry. So I'm going in with about 3 ounces of cornmeal. After our cornmeal, guys, I'm going to go in with my sugar, my baking powder, and my salt. And that doesn't weigh much, so I'm going to use a teaspoon to help weigh it out. That was my salt. Baking powder we need. And I'm out. I knew I was gonna run out, so I had a backup standing right here. Just to make this. And then now we just need to put our sugar as our last ingredient to go in. And it's just an ounce of sugar. I have a habit, I don't know if you guys do. I always zero my scale. Like, even though I'm weighing everything, even if I put a new jar, just always zero out your scale. Yeah, just zero it out. Just to make sure you are weighing everything accurately. So I got an ounce of sugar in each. So that's it for our cornbread. So guys, what you can do is mix it up. So I have like a little whisk. So once I get it all in there, I just mix it up as best as I can. And it doesn't have to be perfect because, again, guys, before you take it out, it's not like you can add all of your wet ingredients into this jar and mix it. And you know you can't, so you're gonna put it in a bowl anyway. But I just like to get it a little pre-fluff. Flip it around, shake it up. And that's our cornbread mix. Guys, this mix right here, I use it if I want to make like cornbread casserole. I'll add some like creamed corn to it. So good, I love it. But you can use this mix for anything. This will make about 12 like regular standard size cupcake size muffins. Or it'll make 6 jumbo muffins. It also will make an 8x8 round inch pan. Well, you know. So just to let you know, this is what that'll make. And then for your wet ingredients, and guys, I'll make sure I have all of this listed down below in the description box. So make sure you check down there. But for your wet ingredients, when you do make it, you're just gonna add 1 egg, a 1/3 cup of milk, and then 2 tablespoons of oil or butter, and you're done. So these are my cornbread. This is done and out the way. I'm gonna put it to the side. And we're gonna work on our next mixture. So next, I actually wanna work on my brownie mixture. So again, I'm only gonna do 3 jars of my brownie mix. And I'm gonna get my lids popped off because I'm gonna do all of these at the same time. But we're only going to do 3 jars of my brownie mix just because, again, we don't eat sweets that much. And if you watch some of my videos, you know I'm constantly like baking, and we always have sweets in the house anyway, especially if you see my pantry video, which is coming out. I don't know if it came out yet, but it will be coming out soon. So if you did watch that video, you see we have like a whole snack cabinet that like to snack in this house. So I only make maybe 3 batches of brownies or a month. Just so we'll have like something gooey and chocolatey and fresh. Move on to our brownie mix. Let's zero out our scale. And I'm just gonna go straight in with the sugar because it's already out and open. So we're going 200 grams of sugar in these. If you get too much, guys, always just scrape it right out. So I have my 200 grams of sugar in each. I am gonna add my salt in. Anytime I bake, guys, I always use like just regular iodized table salt. But when I'm cooking, you always know I'm with my pink Himalayan salt, alright? Just to let you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've tried baking with pink Himalayan salt just to see. Don't do it. Some things it might work. Not everything. Just don't do it. Baking powder is next. So we're gonna go in with the 1/4 of a teaspoon. Next is our flour, and then our unsweetened cocoa powder. So I'm gonna put my cornmeal up because we're done with it, and I'm just gonna grab my cocoa powder. So for our flour, we're going in with 64 grams of flour. So I have my 64 grams of flour, and then our last is gonna be just 40 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder. And guys, this recipe here is actually dairy-free as well. The way I make it in my house is dairy-free. So when you add your wet ingredients, I just replace butter with either oil, or you can use like, what is it, Crisco. So I use the buttered flavor Crisco just to give it that nice little hint of a flavor, because that is dairy-free as well. I'm gonna give these a basic little quick mix before I add my cocoa powder, just to move it around. And again, we're going in, like I said, 40 grams of cocoa powder. And guys, this thing is like overfilling my top, but again, it's fine. We're just gonna tap it on down and close it right up. This does not have to be pre-mixed, like I said. Again, there's no way you're going to be able to fit all of your wet ingredients in here to mix it. All right, so all 3 of our brownie mixes are done. Guys, that was what, 2 mixes done in literally, if I go real time, just 10 minutes. Okay, and that's with filming. So this is really simple, easy to make. So next we're gonna go in with our muffin mixes. I do like to make muffins for breakfast a lot, and just to have it pre-made as a quick grab and go item if they're hungry. I don't eat muffins that much, but my son's father and my son does. So these, of course, again, are dairy free. I did not tell you the wet, but for the wet for the brownie, it's gonna be a stick of melted butter, 2 large eggs, and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And like I said, that right there, you're gonna just put it in a jar, mix it up, and you can bake that in the oven at 350 degrees between 20 and 22 minutes. So now we're gonna work on our muffins. I'm gonna put this away because I don't need this anymore. And I'm actually going to give me a quick little wipe down because I hate the fact that there's flour everywhere. So give me a sec. All right, guys, so I just wiped some stuff down just to give me some more room. And we're gonna work on this muffin mix recipe. All right, so this recipe here I found online, and I'll actually link that down below for you as well. And I'll actually write down what I'm doing as well in the description box for you to have, okay? But this recipe I found online, so I don't know the exact weight measurements per jar, just for container, and then we'll weigh it out separately. And then I'll know for the future, okay? So we're gonna jump right into it. Start off with our flour. So that's 4 cups of flour in. Next, we're gonna go in with our sugar, and it's just a 1/2 cup of sugar. Then we have our salt we need, which is 1 1 teaspoon. And our baking powder. And then that's it for our dry. And I'm just keeping track of the measurements, guys, again, so I can have it per jar for the future. And I'm actually going to whisk this all up. We're gonna go in with our big one now, y'all, because there you go. Okay, so I have this all weighed out. So it says we're supposed to put 2 cups of mix per jar. Well, 2 cups of mix makes 12 muffins. That's what it says. So that's what we're gonna go with. I'm actually gonna weigh it out while I put it in the jar. And I'm gonna see how many it gets us. So I have 6 jars prepared. 2 of each flavor that I wanted to do. One was gonna be cranberry, one is chocolate chip, and the other one was gonna be cinnamon toast crunch. So I'm just gonna see if I can get the first 3, and then we'll see what extras we have. Well, that was 1 cup. And it's supposed to give us 12 muffins. Guys, we're gonna have to improvise on this one as we go. Like I said, this is a new recipe. This isn't my recipe that I usually use. I can link them down below if you'd like, or I can do a video on them. But the muffin recipes that I usually use are like very specific to their type of flavors. And I wanted one that was like base recipe that I can keep in jars and just add stuff to make it different flavors, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm actually going to see if I can just get the 1 cup of each first. And I just want to say, guys, this is like really easy to do. It's not difficult. It's money saving. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's time saving, but it is money saving. But it doesn't take long at all. Like usually filming a video might take a couple hours, and this is a video I'm doing on the fly, like right before I go to work. Got my work clothes on. I just need to put my shirt on. So it's really quick and easy, and I just thought I'd restock my pantry real quick before I went to work because I know I'm running low on some things. I feel like I might get just about 5 jars out of these, which was fine. So I'll go with our most popular flavors in the house. So we got 2 chocolate chips. That's cranberry. I might need my little scoop to help me out. So that's 4 ounce. Let's see what I can make. Alright Alright guys, so with that recipe, I was able to get 4 jars for my muffins. So I got 1 cranberry, I think 2 chocolate chip, and 1 cinnamon toast. So I am just going to add my rest of my dry ingredients to it now. So I have my dairy-free chocolate chips here. This is the brand that I always get, my local grocery store and Walmart. They usually have this. If not, you can always find some online, which is not expensive at all. I'm going to shake those down a little evenly. And I'm just going to add some chips on top. Now, we like a lot of chocolate chips. This bag is actually the mini chips. It's not big ones at all. So I added just enough chips to fill up to my rim. And then my chocolate chip muffin mix are done. So I can just close this right up. To work next, we're gonna do my cranberry. So I have some dried cranberries here. I love keeping dried cranberries in the house. They're so good. And I'm just gonna add some, again, right on in. And I'm literally, I think I'm gonna just add the rest of this bag. And then we'll just pop a lid right on it. Then my cranberry muffin mixes are done. So finishing it off with my cinnamon toast crunch. And I found this at my local Walmart. I used it on like cinnamon French toast. Or when I do like cinnamon toast, well not cinnamon toast, but you know, like cinnamon French toast. If I do it for breakfast, I've used it in cinnamon rolls before just to see. So I'm actually just playing with this just to see how it is. It's not that strong usually when I use it. So I'm gonna add about maybe 3 teaspoons in, and I'm gonna mix it up. Got you. And I think, guys, this stuff, I really don't taste it. So I'm gonna add just another, I'm not gonna go crazy. I added 4 teaspoons total to this mixture, okay? So I'm gonna put a lid on it. Shake it up just to get it incorporated. And then this is my cinnamon toast crunch muffins mix. So that's literally it. It's that simple, that easy, guys. I have all of my mixes right here. I'm gonna clean up and show you. So I have my cinnamon toast crunch mix. I have my cranberry muffin mix, and then my 2 chocolate chip muffin mixes here, which is so easy. Now for the wet for your muffin mixes, guys, you're just gonna add a 1.5 cups of milk, 2 eggs, 4 tablespoons of butter, and that is it, okay? So literally that's all you need for this. We have our 3 brownie jars here. So we have our muffin mix, our brownie jars, and then our cornbread mixes. So all of our mixes, so easy, so quick, and it took maybe about 20 minutes of my time, like in total with filming. So I'm gonna put these on up to work. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of my DIY mix series. If this video is helpful to you at all, guys, please, please, please make sure you hit that like button down below, and make sure you follow my channel for more stuff coming in this series and way more pantry saving tips. So see you on the next one. Bye for now.